Okay, welcome to this install guide for Jriver 29. It's been a while since we've used Jriver, and admittedly I have no clue what I'm starting with, but we downloaded Jriver from their website. Let me show you how you can do that. You go to jriver.com, you go to download, and you can choose the Windows or the Mac download. If you want to purchase it, that's of course also possible. If you have an older version like we did, you can restore a license and use an upgrade key. Or you can buy the complete version for $60 or a master license, I think it was. Oh yeah, master license for $80, and then you can use it on either platform. So if you download it, you can go to your appropriate download for Mac or Windows and download it. You don't need to fill in the email if you don't want to. And if you buy the upgrade key like we did, you get a file and a key on a in an email and on the page you end up with when you bought it. If that's good English, I don't know. You know what I mean. We downloaded it, so let's double click this and start the install process. I have no clue what this is gonna do. Okay, the install wizard. Let's accept this. No one ever reads the how do you say it? The license is whatever software license agreement. Let's do a express install like most people will do. Okay. Oh yeah. They haven't changed a thing. This is really old. Okay, that's pretty fast. We do want to play music, and I think all the file formats that are appropriate are already selected. Yeah, we don't. Oh yeah, it can of course show pictures and play movie. I don't want that. I already have my software for that, and honestly, VLC player is great for playing movies, and the Windows photo viewer is perfect for showing pictures, and otherwise I would use Adobe Photoshop for that. I don't want to use this as well. I just want to play it back my music and share my library, so we'll set it up for that. Next, and here we are. That was fast. Okay, I want to import some media. Click here to abort. Yeah, I want to import my media the way I do it normally. Let's say file, library, and I want to add some music. Toevoegen. Yeah. No. No, this is not correct. Let's do it another way. Library import. Yeah, this is the right one. I want to use a single folder because I have all my music in one folder, and there it's put. Yeah, I'll show you. That's easier. Music. This PC. Music. See, I have everything in my flag folder, and then it's on genre. And in that folder we have like this rock and metal, we have the bands, and then the album or muse, you know. This is how I organized my library. Everyone does it their own way, but I want to do it like this. Yeah, select, and I don't have any video or images in there, so just, yeah, go. It's already starting. Let's see if it is actually doing something. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it is importing, and let's see how heavy it's used. Well, that's not too bad. It's only at 7% CPU load, so well, it's reasonably well. Okay. Now we need to have a playback device, of course, because now it's importing all my music. Let's see how we can actually play something back. It's probably within extra and then settings. Yep, there we go. Music, audio device. Yeah, it's in Dutch, I'm sorry. I don't know why, because I never said I want this in Dutch. Normally I use software in English, because if you search for an issue you have with software, it's all in English. So that's pretty stupid that it set it in Dutch. I probably can change it, but let's just go on with this. It uses the standard audio device, but it's set in direct sound, and I don't want to use direct sound because it sounds pretty awful. I normally use the Nubert X-Core USB, that's my active loudspeaker pair on my desk, and I want to use Wasabi. It's quite the same as ASIO, and now people will definitely say, no, it's not the same. Well, no, it's not the same, but it works pretty much the same. Both have direct access to the sound card, and both bypass the Windows kernel mixer. So yeah, it sounds pretty much the same, and we did some extensive testing with sound quality on this issue, so yeah, I believe it works well enough. Exclusive access, you really want that for better sound quality and no interruptions from the operating system, like pop-ups and other sound effects that you get when you do something that Windows doesn't want you to do, or you get a message from in the browser. Exclusive access prevents from interruptions like that. Event style. This is new enough to not get any issues. Maximize the device volume during playback. Nope, I don't want that. Play some silence for DOP issues. It prevents clicks in some decks, but I don't use any DSD or DOP audio, so I don't need this. Bit depth automatic. Yep, definitely the best setting, and the 100 millisecond buffer is good enough for this. Okay. Dsp and output format. This is an interesting one. I remember this. Yeah, you can, if you have issues or you know that your deck performs the best on certain sampling rates, you can alter the sampling rate. So if an input signal is less than 44.1K, you can say I want to have it at 44.1K. If you have a speaker system or older deck with USB, you can say that anything above 96 kilohertz is sampled back. And I want to stop everything at 96. But be careful here, because this is not a multiple of 96. So you need to say 88.2 here. This is a multiple of 96. This is not a multiple of 96. This isn't. And this is good. So now I prevented issues with my speaker system. I think they go up to 192, but whatever. It's for this example. I prevented issues with sampling rates. Well, volume leveling, I don't need that. Adaptive volume, I don't need that. Equalizer, I'm not going to use. Parametric equalizer, I'm not going to use. Effects, nope, I'm not listening through headphones. And pitch and whatever is also perfectly fine. You have some room correction stuff, and that's a neat feature, but I haven't tested it, and I'm very hesitant on using stuff like this in a software package that's only $60. I mean, Dirac is specifically made for room correction. Trinoff as well. You have multiple solutions. Maybe this is super duper. We're definitely gonna try it, but you need measurements, and this is very basic if I look at it. Yeah, we'll try it. I'm not gonna conclude anything. Convolution and some other corrections. You can even have a crossover for the subwoofer. That's awesome. Okay, this is finished. Now I have my music output. I set the device. I did the DSP corrections I need for sampling rate compensation. Memory play. Some say it sounds better. I'm not sure. I'll leave it to default. For this, we will write an article about the new Jriver and the new features. But yeah, you can either load the complete music file in the memory, or you can just stream it from your drive. I think it completely depends on the PC you're using, whether it will sound better or not. Okay, skip. Okay. Now, you can burn CDs, you can play CDs, you can do cloud play. I'm not sure what that is. No, I'm not sure what that is. You can set decoders and encoders. Anything you like for ripping. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So if you rip a CD, you can choose in what format you want it, convert files in other formats. That's a really neat feature. I think some people will find it very useful. This is for the library. Here you can alter your files that Jriver automatically plays. So if you open a file from the browser or the Explorer, Jriver will open it or not. This is for all the interface and short keys and stuff like that. Other devices, I'm not sure what you can do here, but we'll take a look at that later. Photos, we don't use photos. Library, analysis. Okay, let's check. That's annoying. Nah. It's too short. I can't read what it is. Oh, yeah. Jriver can act as a DLNA server. This is a very cool feature because suppose you don't want to use Rune or you don't have a Rune compatible endpoint, but you do still want to use a advanced DLNA media server. This way you can actually set Jriver as a DLNA server. So all the other players, TVs, media streamers, phones, anything that can actually play from a DLNA server will be able to connect to Jriver and playback music and video and stuff like that. We need to configure the server, of course. It says it starts the DLNA server now. You need to give Windows, in this case Windows and otherwise Mac, access to Jriver to configure the firewall. Otherwise, all the network traffic will be blocked. You get a key. With the access key, you can easily and safely connect to the server from another. You can actually use Jriver clients as well. Wow, that's awesome. Suppose maybe even the Jriver app or another playback. Suppose you have a media computer. With Jriver, you can directly connect it to the Jriver server. Okay. Normally you get a pop-up, but we already have a firewall rule in this case. But you just need to click yes to give access, and then it's all okay. So this is the access key. I know that the access key will be visible afterwards, so we click this away, say yeah. Now we need to say what clients will connect. Original audio file, 24-bit DAC, generic DLNA, legacy UPnP device, Netgear, Noxon. Okay, so it gives you some examples in what way it needs to configure. I say we go for the audio file DAC. Yeah. Okay. See, here's the access key. Now this is an interesting one. You need to verify. Okay. Yeah. Needs to be enabled for library service sync. Oh, it's only if you want to sync the libraries, and then it needs some further access to connect. Okay. Now, let's see if it works. I'll go to my streaming apps, open WPMP, and see if I can connect. Yep, there it is. On my phone, it says Jriver Media Server. So this works, and I can play back music if everything is okay. Let's see what's in there. So we don't have any podcasts. You can actually use a physical remote. Okay, fair enough. But you do need a infrared to USB box with a remote control. I think probably the Logitech Harmony will work. It has this hub that they can use, and the hub will translate everything to network information. So you can probably remote control Jriver with a Logitech Harmony hub. I'm pretty sure. You can actually get a web interface. Okay, let's try that. 52125. Localhost. How did it? 52125. Nope, not yet. Probably needs to start up. Oh, this is another one. Okay. Hulu. I don't want any of these stores in my feeds. Netflix. Nope, not interested. I don't use any video, so this is how it starts up. Action menu. Okay. Optimize volume for best sound quality. Probably fine. Television, not interested. Theater mode, yeah, that's another interface you can actually use. That I remember it's pretty well done. But I don't play any videos, so it's not important for me. If you use music, it's not a very handy interface. Columns. This is more how it looks like. It's a very personal preference. I'm mostly interested in the web interface and in the UPnP server anyway. So let's do this as okay. Yep, I want to save all that stuff. And I want to see how my music is doing. Okay. This is the UPnP stuff. Let's see the music. There we go. It imported all the music files. And whatever. Yeah, let's see if this works. Yep, works like a charm. Okay, that works. And it should be working on my phone as well. Library, music, album. Ed Sheeran. Why is Ed Sheeran always the first in the list? I actually started it on... It acted as a remote. It's not playing on my phone. Okay. Well, this was the first install of Jriver 29. I hope you have a sense of what it can do. Of course, we're going to dive deeper into this, but this was a first look and a completely blank jump into the world of Jriver after years of not using it. But it looks great. It looks kind of the same as I remember, but it probably has loads of extra features like room correction and library management features that we haven't taken a look at. If you have any suggestions on what we need to look at with Jriver 29, please don't hesitate to comment in the video comments, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye bye.